Hello channel viewers, I am DS, a psychologist, and welcome to another episode on channel NITT. So in this episode, we are going to talk about what psychologists know about love. If you can lay your hands on any introduction to psychology textbook, you will find that actually the content on love is very little. This is because psychologists actually don't really like to study love. In fact, psychologists know much more about sex than love. One of the reasons why this is so is very simple. It is impossible to conduct experiments on love, in the laboratory at least. So you can't force love. So another thing that is apparent about love is that love can be really subjective. So for one person, love can be sweet, while another person will think that love is very bitter. So one person might feel that love is a paradise, while another person might feel that love is a battlefield. Even for the same person, their understanding of love can change within the same relationship or over time. And I'm sure viewers will feel the same too. With different partners at different points in your life, definitely your understanding of love will be very different. Same with your experience of love should be very different. Even though there's very little research done on love, however, there definitely is a theory of love that you can find in psychology textbook, and it comes from Robert Sternberg. So Robert Sternberg came up with a very famous triangular theory of love. He emphasized 3 components or ingredients that must be present in love. So you can look at these 3 different ingredients of love as 3 different scales. They are intimacy, passion, and commitment. So in Sternberg's theory, intimacy basically refers to being together with someone. So for example, if you and your partner are in a long distance relationship and you are not physically with your partner, then therefore intimacy is missing in your love life. So what does Sternberg say about the 3 ingredients of love? So a relationship based on a single element is less likely to be successful or to survive than a relationship that is based on 2 or more of these components. So Sternberg identified 7 different types of love relationships. If there is only intimacy and there's no passion and no commitment, he calls this friendship love. So you and your friend probably only have friendship love if you don't have this attraction for each other and you're not committed to be together in a romantic relationship. So the second type of love is called infatuation. This is where you only have passion, but you aren't together with this person, neither are you committed to this person. So commitment is not by definition, oh, I commit to this person, I commit to loving this person forever, even though he or she does not love me. So according to this theory, a commitment is one whereby both parties identify that each other is the partner in the relationship. So the third type of love is known as empty love. This is where there is only commitment. There is no intimacy and there is no passion.
Empty love, empty love, empty love.
So arranged marriages could start off as empty love. However, it could also evolve to include more components as time goes by. Because the couple gets to learn more about each other, they may actually really fall in love. So the fourth type of love is known as romantic love. This is where there is intimacy and there's passion, but there is no commitment. The fifth type of love is known as companionate love. This is where there is commitment and there is intimacy, but there's no passion. So many couples who have been together for a very long time, let's say for 7 to 8 years, they no longer have this sexual desire for each other. And therefore, the passion is no longer there. However, they are still committed and they still like to be around each other. So this is companionate love. However, there are also couples that just want to maintain this relationship. They are committed to each other, but there is neither love nor sex. So in this case, it is empty love. A sixth type of relationship exists, and that is fatuous love. This is where intimacy is absent, but passion and commitment is there. Of course, if you have all the elements present, that is, if you have intimacy, passion and commitment, then Sternberg calls this consummate love. And isn't that the ideal type of love that we all want? I said ideal, right? Because in reality, most of the time, love always starts off complete as consummate love. Most of the love relationship starts off as consummate love. However, as love progresses, one or more of the elements start to become lesser and lesser. This is where love starts to fail. Nonetheless, one thing to note is that the importance of any of these three components varies from person to person and from couple to couple. So some couples are generally really okay if there is no commitment. They prefer it this way. According to Sternberg, all three of these components are required in a love relationship. However, the amount of each of these components will vary from person to person and even within the same couple over time. So personally, I think that this theory of love cannot really explain or predict much on its own because it really depends on two hands to clap. This is why I mentioned that MBTI compatibility is really very important because the cognitive functions can determine how much intimacy, passion, and commitment that each of these MBTI types can really give. But of course, I know when you are in love, you are really blinded by it. Love is a toxic substance. So we are all programmed in a way or the other to love. So when we are in a loving relationship, our brain tends to secrete a lot of happy neurotransmitters such as dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins, which are actually very addictive because they make us feel really good. So this is also why when we are out of love during a heartbreak or breakup, it feels horrible. So viewers, I have been doing a lot of MBTI episodes. So this is one of my second attempts at doing an alternative video so as to practice on my clarity. So how do you find this video? I hope you really like it. So dear viewers, with regards to the topic of love and relationships, do you have a topic that you want me to cover for our subsequent videos? Do comment below. We will try to do it to our best, to the best of our ability. First, if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more psychology, MBTI, and fun stuff. Okay, I am going to sign off now and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye!